In this video, we are going to be analysing AQST. If you want your own stock analysed, throw that in the comments, we'll get around to it when we can. Now, what we can see is we're up about just under 9% on the day, but what is key is what we've bounced off and where we're most likely to be heading. So what you can see on the left, we have a 6-month chart. On the right, we have a 1-year chart. These are standard deviation channels. What we can see is when we became very overbought in this stock, and we did actually do an analysis video on it around this area, did say it's very overbought, we're going to see that pullback. That's exactly what happened. We got a strong pullback all the way back to about $1.70. So we can see from its peak, pulled back around 35% in literally a day. What we did though get is a bounce off this first deviation, so that 170 level, and now we're starting to push back to the upside again. We're becoming extremely overbought. We've broken above this 225 and 245. But what is key is, and what I would be paying attention to, especially if you're someone more long biased on this stock, is whenever you kind of retest these levels, and well, when you retest them, you're a lot more likely to break them. And we'll try and zoom this out so we can see it a bit more clearly. But yeah, whenever you retest this level, you're a lot more likely to get that actual official breakout. So that's what I would now be looking at on AQST. And you do know, especially if you've been watching this channel before, I'm not personally someone who trades these small caps long biased. So to me, it's not something I would be trading myself. So just put that out as a disclaimer. And again, I don't like buying them because if you're buying these breakouts, again, you're buying them at extremely overbought areas where they do have a high probability of pulling back. But again, there's no point really being stupid about it. If they are retesting it, it's because buyers are trying to break it out. So if you are someone long biased on the stock, again, this is probably a good sign we are going to break to the upside. So what I would be watching for really for today is if we can close above this 245, if we can, really good sign that we will probably break that high of around 265. And if we can, we do have minor resistances at around 260, 280. But really, if we can break that, kind of get that clear sweep above it, probably hit $3, $3.25, come back to test that as a support and it can hold. Really, this is where I do think we can really see a big move to the upside. Again, not something I'm personally going to trade because I think the risk to reward still potentially isn't there. But if you are someone who's long biased on it, I think that 280 can really be that key level. If we're able to break above that, test it as a support or hold, a breakout could definitely be seen. And I haven't actually looked into their short float. But again, if it's one that's prone to a short squeeze, then again, that's where that opportunity or that short squeeze may actually start happening. So that is what's key. And again, I know a lot of you are long biased. That 280 is what I would really be paying attention to. If we can kind of break above it, test it as a support, and it holds, again, I think really we do have a lot of upside potential on there. But again, you are buying at extremely overbought levels. So again, it's definitely a good idea though to be taking profits along that way and potentially moving your stops to break even if we break out of that level, because again, we may get 1 or 2 days of really strong momentum, but it will probably start to pull back and we will probably start seeing it trade back below this area relatively quickly. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown on AQST. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe, and why don't you check out this analysis video.